You can't keep making excuses. Erik Ten Hag picks the team and this is on him. It's time for change. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm fed up of having to, do this.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. There is a crisis building up at Manchester United and it looks like Erik Ten Hag might be in big trouble, especially when Sir Jim Ratcliffe takes over at Manchester United. I think it's going to be a very tough conversation because the guy got a lot of power and he's using his power in the wrong way, in my opinion. With the new generation today, you don't have to be that tough. Sometimes you have to compromise for the good of the team and for your own good, because those bad boys, the so-called bad boys in the team, are going to win you games and they are going to save your job. Look at Piers Morgan here. He said that, how has this clown not been sacked yet? Well, because he's a Ronaldo boy, right? So Piers Morgan is gonna say anything to protect his friend Cristiano Ronaldo, but you kind of get his point. Ten Hag got in trouble with Cristiano Ronaldo, Sancho, Marcus Rashford. Now it's Rafael Varane and Casemiro. Who's next? So if you get in trouble with everybody because they have bad attitude and they have bad personality or big egos, my friend, in the team, you need egos sometimes to win you games. Look at some answers here from Manchester United fans. This was long time ago when Piers Morgan actually made Arteta out his priority when Arsenal were losing games and when he got rid of Aubameyang and all the stuff. But now Piers Morgan, the same guy, is a big fan of Arteta and doesn't really care anymore about Aubameyang or Ozil or whatever. He was saying exactly the same thing that he's saying now against Ten Hag. So people are reminding him that, hey, 24/7 you were Arteta out. Now you are quote unquote the biggest fan of Arteta because he cleared the house and he's winning games. Flip Flop FC, this is the name of the game that we are on social media right now. Today you say something because people want to hear that in that particular moment. Tomorrow you switch again because that is gonna make your audience feel good. It's a feel good factor. It's about telling people what they want to hear and get as much money as you can. Simple as that.
And to see the amount of people saying it's time for change, the manager needs to go. He's the quickest manager to get to 50 wins in our history, in our entire history. It's exhausting banging your head against the brick wall.
Talking now about Nick Pope. Unfortunately, he's going to be out until April, probably until the end of the season. He's going to go through a surgery for a dislocated shoulder, which is very sad because Nick Pope is a very good goalkeeper. And now we can see that you don't have to be a modern goalkeeper anymore to get the respect or to do the job. I think we exaggerate in today's generation about goalkeepers need to play from the back all the time, but sometimes just be old school, just do your job. The basics of goalkeeping, which is keep the ball away from your net, that is the most important. And if you can pass the ball properly like Edison or Alisson, those are just bonuses. But certain goalkeepers, they just don't know how to play with their feet, but they are good, old school. It's becoming obsession about you have to play from the back. And this is the same issue that David De Gea been having, and he got kicked out the door by Erik Ten Hag. Yeah, another victim of Ten Hag ball at Manchester United. He was disrespected, and now he's a wanted man. Manchester United are weighted options to bring him back because Onana, AFCON, and also his poor form. We have Newcastle United who want to replace Nick Pope. If I was David De Gea, the choice is very clear. I will go to Newcastle United, play the Champions League. Well, probably he's not going to play the Champions League. They might go to Europa League, but you know what I mean? Regardless, even if they don't play in Europe anymore, go to Newcastle United and prove people wrong, at least until the end of the season. I think De Gea is still very young for a goalkeeper, and the way he was treated by Erik Ten Hag is not good enough. And even the way Harry Maguire was treated by Erik Ten Hag, he wanted him out at any cost. But now Harry Maguire is the guy who is saving Erik Ten Hag. So it looks like Ten Hag is just looking for yes man. He doesn't want to, deal with any kind of like egos or anything. It's my way or no way. You don't tell me what to do. It's me. And that is gonna backfire. And you can see how many games they are losing now because lack of character. So if I was David De Gea, I would never, ever, ever go back to Manchester United again.
If you're a coach, what are you telling your team before the big game?
I'll tell my team, if you lose, I don't want to see your face again, ever again.
That's pretty harsh.
And also keep an open mind, and let's see what could happen also in January. Ramsdale, because he's number 2 at Arsenal right now, I think it could be another opportunity for him to go to Newcastle and play football. The problem with that is when Nick Pope comes back, Nick Pope's still young for a goalkeeper. He's going to take his place back, and you might find yourself in the same situation as at Arsenal where you are number 2. So if Ramsdale want to go there, he need to be careful and make sure that he is going to have the number 1 spot. De Gea, by the way, he's training. He's been training very hard. He's ready, even though it's different from training and also playing normal games. At the beginning, I think he's going to make some mistakes and people are like, oh my goodness, I told you so, I told you so. But Newcastle are playing old school football, okay? Kick it long. Don't worry about your feet. Don't worry about tiki-taka, tippy-tappy football passing from the back. Let's just go and kick it long and just save the ball from going at the back of your net. Do your job. Nick Pope been one of the best in Europe. Champions League, amazing. Premier League, amazing. So that tells you that old school goalkeeping still in style. The explanation from Mr. Ten Hag, he believes that the benefit of signing Onana, to replace De Gea, outweigh the negatives because his style is better suited to the way the Dutchman want his team to play. So help me out, right? What are you going to choose? A clean sheet and 3 point, or tiki-taka because it fits your style and you got 0 point at the end? That is what Ten Hag and those managers that would preach you about playing from the back need to ask themselves. You have just to do your job. Do the basics of goalkeeping first, and the rest is going to be a bonus, in my humble opinion.